heroes. So I'm just gonna stop talking for a second and just dive straight into the build. Sorry for this being so long. Anyways, to start off, I run 3 Elemental Hero Shadow Mists. The Shadow Mists are the core of the deck, kind of self-explanatory. Why you run them. Let's put this over there. Then I run 3 Elemental Hero Bubblemen. Now, I've seen a lot of people go back and forth between 3 and 2, and I go at 3 just because a lot of times with Master Heroes, I used up everything in my hand, and they're just nice to have specialed, and they go great with my extra deck. Okay, after that, I run 3 Elemental Hero Blazemen. Now, I run 3 Blazemen. I've been debating on 2 though, not gonna lie. But right now I run at 3 just because it's nice to get that monster card from deck to grave, because I mainly use Bubble Man with Miracle Fusion or Mask Changes, and with Blazeman I can send Shadow Mist to grave, add a Blazeman, add pretty much any hero I need in my hand at the time, and he gains the attribute. So it's really nice if I have a Mask Change in hand and I just don't have a Shadow Mist. I can still go into that Anki or Dark Law, and it's pretty nice. Next I run 3 Goblin D-Bird. Now, I run 3 Goblin D-Bird because I know a lot of people run 2, but I run 3 because of the fact that he's such a good card to have. Goblin D-Bird, he gets out, even if you have another level 4, you can just go into rank 4. So he's almost an instant rank 4 if you have another level 4 monster warrior in your hand, he's instant rank 4. And I like that personally. Just being able to have that mobility to go into rank 4s like that. Alright, so that finishes up the monsters. Now I'm going to go into the trap cards. And the reason why I'm going into the traps, unlike most people who go into monsters, is just because my traps, I really don't have a lot. I run 2 Call of the Haunted. Sorry about that. I run 2 Call of the Haunted, just for Shadow Mist effect, bring back. Self-explanatory. Then I run, as you guys previously just saw, 2 Mirror Forces. Now I run the 2 Mirror Force just to get rid of back row, and it's just so nice to be able to get rid of my opponent's back row like that. It's just, oh my gosh. Now, set that there. Then, last but not least for traps, I run 2 Fiendish Chain to negate monster attacks and just, mess up their stuff. Fiendish Chain negates the effect, stops them from attacking, and it ruins their day. Alright, that's it for trap cards. Now, I will say that my trap cards I may not have a lot. However, in my side deck, for example, in side deck, I do run 2 trap stones, and my side deck is primarily, I haven't finished it yet, hence why I'm not showing it in the video, but my side deck is heavy trap based. Like, almost all of it is trap based. That way, for those little bits of trap cards, because I know most people run more, but I don't. Anyways, back to the main deck. Main deck, I run 1 Raigeki. Raigeki, oh my god. I don't know why everybody doesn't run one. I really don't. I don't understand it. Raigeki is an amazing card. Destroys all cards, all monsters your opponent controls, and it's just amazing. I just love it. Alright, then, for the second core of Master Heroes, obviously, 3 Mask Changes, and yes, I know they're not the same rarity. I hate it. I just ordered some in the mail, the other one I need, so I can't wait for that to come in, but yeah. 3 Mask Change, for obvious reasons, to bring out your Master Heroes in the extra deck. Put that right there. Oh, there's part of my extra deck. Okay, then I run 2 MST. The reason why I run 2 MST is because in this build, I have a lot of back row hate, and I side deck 1, so another, so in case I need the 3rd. But typically I don't, because this is OTK, finished off in like 1-2 turns type of build. I used to have it where it was more of a 2 kill or 1 turn kill, but now it's more of a 2 turn, just for consistency issues. Then I run 2 mask charges for the obvious recycle of a mask, or for a recycle of a hero monster, and then I just had Stake, by the way, that's what that is on my arm. For, Mask Change, bring up, I know there's going to be some new support coming out soon for Mask Heroes, where it's like a Wind-type monster, pay 500 life points, add 1, change quick play spell card from your deck, from your grave to hand. So I'll probably be siding those out with it once it comes out, but still. Sorry, talking a lot. Then I run 2 hero lives. Now, most people run 3 hero lives. I like to run 2 of them though, because I have found that through testing, I draw Shadow Mist, or I send a Shadow Mist to grave so often that I get, people run 3 so that when they need to get out those specials, they get it. But I have found that once you use at least 1 hero lives, you're never going to use the other 2. And if at max, you'll probably use 2 in a duel, you'll pretty much almost never ever use 3 hero lives in 1 duel. That's just what I found. I could be wrong though, but typically through testing, that's what I found. Alright, going on, I run 3 Forbidden Lances. Now, I run 3 Forbidden Lances, even though most people run 2, because with my Master Hero OTKs, it's like the way that when I attack, it's just so nice to have as back comfort, and I only typically use Forbidden Lance when I go for my attack. And Forbidden Lance is kind of an aid on both sides, if Master Heroes, let's say I had a Dark Law out, and the opponent, they had a monster that was going to roll over it, oh no, Master Change on your monster, you lose 800 attack, boom, I'm good. And I've just found that 3, I know 3 can be a little cloggy, I will admit it can be at times, but there's just that comfort that it adds, and I just love it. And so yeah, I just run 3. Alright, moving on, I run 2 Miracle Fusions, and yes, I'm upgrading this rarity. 2 Miracle Fusions for the extra deck, because I run 2 Absolute Zeros and 2 The Shining, but I'll get to that in a few. Then I run 3 Reinforcement of the Armies, and I'm also in the process of upgrading that one. But 3 Reinforcement of the Armies because the Reinforcement of the Armies give me that search power that the deck majorly needs. Ugh. Okay, then going on, I run 2 Form Change. Now, almost nobody runs a Form Change in their deck, and I run a Form Change because this is OTK, and Anki's effect is add 1 change quick play from deck to hand, and I always add these Form Changes because they just bring out another hero attack. It's just amazing. I did run 3, and I found that although it is nice to have that 1 extra hit, there came a lot of times where it came into a dead draw and became too cloggy, where I couldn't really do anything with it. And 1 turn, getting 1 dead draw is all it takes to lose a duel. Really, it does. Then I run 1 Emergency Call just for the search. So that pretty much wraps up the main deck. Now going on to the extra deck. Woo! Sorry about that. For extra deck, I run 1 Blade Armor Ninja because he can attack twice up to once per turn. And he's just really nice to have. At least that one. Then I run 1 number 101. Oh my god, the Silent Horror Arc. Amazement. Basically, for those of you who don't know, this effect is detach 2 material, target 1 special summon, face up, special summon monster, your attack position monster your opponent controls, attach it as material, and let's say that, what's it called? Let's say add a masked hero, whatever, a masked hero card out here. I could detach 2, take it, and then they'd be screwed. Alright, next I run Lavalval Chain, and to be honest with you, Lavalval Chain, he's a great card for some decks, but he's just filler for me right now, just because I don't have the rest of my extra deck what I need. Then I run 1 Heroic Excalibur. His effect, detached to material, his attack becomes 4,000 attack till your opponent's next end phase or something like that. Now that I view as amazing. Like, just, if you ever, I always debate between him and Blade Armor Ninja, and it's down to like, if my opponent has a high attack monster, then I'll go him. If not, then I'll go him. Just because deal more damage in a way with him. Because I typically don't just attack with him. Alright, going on. Now for the fusion-based Masked Hero part of the deck. Or the extra deck. I run 1 Masked Hero Koga. Oh my god, if I had $1 for every time Masked Hero Koga won me a duel. He's just amazing to form change into. Or mask change if you need it. Still amazing card. I love him. His effect gains 500 attack for each monster on the field that each monster your opponent controls. And once per turn, I can remove from play 1 hero monster from my graveyard, target one of my opponent's face-up monsters, and they lose attack equal to that. And that's a bitch on top of, sorry for my use of the word bitch, but it really is a bitch when you think about it, on top of the whole minusing, or the whole gain of 500 attack. Then I run one Master Hero Diane. His or her effect, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, is that destroy monster, special summon level 4 or lower monster, and I can, if I haven't used Shadow Mist effect that turn, or the turn I bring this out, then I would typically attack my opponent's monster, destroy it, bring out a Shadow Mist attack, get at least 34 damage in with it. Then I run one Dark Law. Now only one Dark Law because this deck is primarily OTK. It is not meant to go like Dark Law, spam, heavy back row like most Masked Heroes. I do OTK, so that's why I just run him at 1. However, he is amazing against Madolches, makes Madolches cry. And I love it. Alright. Then I run 2 Masked Hero Ankis. And the reason why I run 2 of him is because he's the core of the OTK aspect of the extra deck. Because when he destroys one monster, I can, where is it? Looking through here quickly for it. Here it is. I can add 1 change quick play spell or trap, and I typically add form change. I probably said that earlier in the video, but just showing. Stacking that back up. And a non... Okay, that's just going to be there for a second. Then I run 2 Master Hero Acids, and by the way, back to this actually, the reason why I run 2 of them is because I always found that there was that one scenario where I needed 2 of them, and I just didn't have the 2 I needed, so I said, you know what, I'm bumping you up to 2. Alright, now 2 Acids, get rid of back row, just absolute needed. Master Hero Acid, he's amazing. Now I run 2 Elemental Hero Absolute Zeros because I would go into Absolute Zero with Miracle Fusion and then Mask Change him. His effect when he leaves the field, emphasis on leaves the field, whether it be banished or whatever, when he leaves the field, he destroys all face-up monsters, or no, it destroys all monsters my opponent controls, and that's just like Bay. To be honest with you, Bay, it is Bay to bring out an Absolute Zero Mask Change with him, destroys all their monsters, then bring out Acid, destroy other spells and traps. It's wonderful. Then I run 1 Elemental Hero, the Shiny, and I'm thinking about taking out the Shining aspect just because he really doesn't add too much. The main reason why I have the Shining is just so that if ever I needed to, I can, what's it called? Like when he gets destroyed, I can add 2 banished cards from, or add 2 of my banished cards back to my hand, and that would be nice when I go Miracle Fusion with an Absolute Zero to get my 2 cards back. And then last but not least, I run 1 Contrast Hero Chaos. Now the only reason why I run Contrast Hero is truly a filler. His effect is nice though, I will admit. Can be useful. Oh my god, I totally forgot this. And the last card I run in main deck, totally forgot it, was 1 Elemental Hero Voltic. Now I run 1 Voltic for the Shining, but I don't know if I'm going to permanently run him. And yeah, so that has been my OTK Masked Hero build. And I hope you guys like it. If you have any comments or any suggestions or anything like that, please leave in the comment section of the video. And thanks for watching.